While We're Young is directed and written by Noah Baumbach and stars Ben Stiller, Naomi Watts, Adam Driver, Amanda Seyfried, and Charles Grodin. How awesome is that to see him back again? And this movie is about a 40-something couple played by Stiller and Watts who meet a younger couple, Driver and Seyfried, and they start hanging out together because Stiller plays a documentarian and Adam Driver is a younger documentarian who's trying to figure out his way throughout the business, and Stiller kind of is giving him advice. The older couple is inspired by their younger viewpoint of life, and the younger couple is inspired by their older viewpoint of life, and they both start influencing one another in various ways. But the emotional core of this movie is really about how different generations of people look at things like technology, friendship, and of course, life. Now, I've never really loved a Noah Baumbach movie. I thought Greenberg was okay, but I've never really sat down and loved one of his films. I adored this movie. It's filled with characters that are so well written and so well realized through the performances and through the dialogue. And you really start to get into their lives, and you can also kind of relate to it a little bit. It's a comedy for adults. This isn't your typical Ben Stiller comedy. This is by far his best movie since Tropic Thunder. I think it's one of his best characters too, because he plays this documentarian who has tried for years and years and years to make a film that matters. And what he sees in Adam Driver's character, who's also striving for that same type of success, is someone who at half of his age is already more successful than he is. And that creates some problems and some situations that get really entertaining. Now, an average comedy might take those situations and really play them for laughs. But this movie actually knows when to get dramatic, and it also knows when not to push the dramedy aspect too much. Because we all know there's this thing that those heartwarming comedies try to do where you laugh a lot, there's fart and poop jokes, and then all of a sudden someone's crying and it gets all serious and we're supposed to care. This movie wasn't like that, because throughout the whole movie there's this great feel of realism to it all. It always treats its characters with respect, and it treats the audience with respect as well, because there are plenty of moments throughout this movie where you see characters do something and you're like, something ain't right there. And they never dwell on it. They never focus on it. They leave it sort of in your mind. Like, is that something that just happened? Is that really going to be an issue? And then later throughout the film, you start to see why certain things happen, and it all builds to a great ending that I loved. I mean, it actually has quite a bit of thought-provoking elements to it. Stiller was fantastic in this movie. It was like a cross between his character in Flirting with Disaster and his character in Meet the Parents, except more grounded. And I loved Adam Driver and Amanda Seyfried, and Naomi Watts was actually really funny, especially when she has to take this hip-hop dancing class. The dialogue is all well realized. These are real, fleshed out, living, breathing characters that we can actually believe are real people. And it also has a fantastic soundtrack from music of today as well as classics from the 80s. While We're Young really surprised me with its truly hilarious dialogue, its well-realized characters, and a lot of messages about how technology might be taking over and how the younger generation views technology and how the older generation views it, particularly a great scene where they're trying to remember something that they can't seem to get a grasp on. Someone says, hey, let's Google it. And then they go, no, wait. Let's just try to remember it for real. I love this movie, and I'm going to give While We're Young an A-. Guys, if you get a chance to see this movie, I strongly recommend it. I'd like to know what you think of it if you did see it. Also, big news, I get to go to the Star Wars celebration in Anaheim, California. Starting this Thursday, I'm going to do my best to make that J.J. Abrams panel where they hopefully, fingers crossed, reveal the first full trailer as well as the first real poster. I'm going to get a review and a description of that trailer up for you guys. I can't wait to go. And other things like Mark Hamill's going to be there and Carrie Fisher. And I wonder if there'll be any stormtroopers there. I mean, that would be really cool. Hey, man, what's going on? I'm going to set you down right there. Okay, that was a little weird. Guys, thank you so much, as always, for watching. And if you like this, you can click right here and get Stuckmanized.